This video was requested by a subscriber, and I'm very happy to do this. This one is about fractals. Before I did this video, I asked a couple trading buddies of mine what their thoughts were on the fractals. And to my surprise, very few people actually know how to trade fractals. Traders generally have an idea. They know that fractals are a thing, but how you actually trade a fractal doesn't seem to be common knowledge. So I am going to show you how to trade the standard 5-bar fractal. Now the fractal that I have is a trading view indicator. It is also a MetaTrader indicator. It is developed by Bill Williams. So that's what we're looking for, is the Bill Williams or the Williams fractal. Now the default fractal is 5. So I'm going to apply that to the chart. Now I've already got this on the chart, but I'm just going to show you how to get this fractal. Go to technicals and just type in fractal. And what you'll see is the Williams fractal. We'll apply that to the chart, and I've got two sets of fractals now. I have the fractal that I put on earlier, and I've got the fractal that I've just put on. Now the fractal that I just put on, not a particular fan of the colors, so I do change the colors, and what I end up is colors like this, and we are good to go. And from here, we'll take a look at this fractal. Now, it's important to understand how a fractal is built, what it is that we're looking for. With a 5-bar fractal, it takes into consideration 5 bars, 5 candles. We're looking at the highest high and the lowest low of the middle candle of those 5. And if that set of 5 has the highest high or the lowest low as that center candle, we are going to have a fractal created. So in an uptrend, I'll just scoot this over a little bit. So in an uptrend or a market that's moving up, what we're going to find is 5 candles, and that middle candle has the highest high of that group of 5, and that is going to be the upper fractal. And if we have 5 candles where the lowest low is that middle candle, we are going to get that low fractal that appears under the price. So if you take a look at any of these fractals, this fractal right here has the highest high of its group of 5. So the 2 candles prior have highs lower. The 2 candles following have highs that are lower. And if we're looking at the lows, we have a center candle with the 2 prior candles having lows that are higher, and the 2 following candles with lows that are higher, making that center candle that fractal candle. Now, if you get a group of 5 candles and they look something like this, that center candle has the 2 previous candles higher, but the 2 following candles are lower. So this does not become a fractal. It is just a candle like any other candle. So you know how the fractals are made. When we take a look at the fractal indicator, we're going to see that the period or the setting for this is 2. What it's showing you is how many candles prior to the fractal and how many candles following the fractal that we're looking for. So you've got 2 candles before, 2 candles after, that center candle, that gives you 5 candles, which gives you the 5-bar fractal. Now, the thing with a fractal is you don't want to be trading fractals by themselves. You have to have some trend orientation with this. You have to know what direction you want to be trading the market. Now, I'm going to add 2 different moving averages. I'm going to add a 13 SMA. I'm going to add a 50 EMA. These 2 moving averages are going to show me the trend. I've got the 13 below the 50, gives me the downtrend. The 13 above the 50 gives me the uptrend. So that is the direction that I'm looking to trade when I'm looking at these fractals. Now, the nice thing with these fractals is you can use either side of the market to find a trade. No trader seems to know this. You can use the upper fractal or the lower fractal to find a trade as long as they're going in the same direction. If the trend is down, we're looking for short trades, and we can use either side of these fractals to find that short trade. A lot of the times, we're going to get signals that are very similar using either side of these. And other times, we're going to find signals that might be a little bit different, but I'm going to show you what that signal is. Now, remember, we know how a fractal is built. So what we're looking for is a candle to form with 2 candles following it. So what we're seeing in this case is a red fractal above the market. We've got 2 candles that follow. Now, these 2 candles that follow have to close. Then that fractal should appear because now we've got got the fractal. We've got that 5-bar fractal. Once that fractal appears, what we're looking at is that second bar. And because we're looking to go short, we'll place an entry order under the low of that second bar. Again, the market pulls up, 1-2 candle prints. So we get 1 candle, 2 candle that prints. That fractal appears under that second candle. We could be placing a short trade just under the low of that candle, and then we'd be looking for that market to drop down. Again, we get 1-2 candles, that fractal appears, we'd be placing an entry order under that candle for a short trade, but the market continues, so we don't get that one triggered. Now, if we use the opposite side, the different fractals, the blue fractals that appear underneath, we can do the exact same thing. So what we've got is a market that's moving down. So here we have the pullback, the market's moved down, 1-2 candles, we get this blue fractal appear, we can place an entry order under that second candle. Same thing down here. We've got a fractal that appears because we have 1 candle, 2 candle. We could be placing an entry order under that second candle. And again, here we get another fractal, 1 candle, 2 candles, entry order under that second candle, and we can see the price drop. So we have these entry orders that we can place using both of these fractals. Now again, this is something that almost no trader is aware of. Nobody that I talk to knows that this even exists, knows that this is even a thing. So I'm really happy that I'm able to bring this to you. Now let's take a look at something to the upside. We've got a market that has moved up, come back down, and then moved back into that trending direction. So we get 1 candle, 2 candle, we get a fractal underneath this candle as it forms. So this candle becomes our fractal candle because we've got 1 and then 2 candles that have highs lower than that candle, and we can place an entry order above that second candle high. Now the market moves up, pulls back, candle 1, candle 2, we get a red fractal across the top. We can place an entry order above that second candle, and then we get triggered in here. Market continues to pull back a little bit, candle 1, candle 2, we get a blue fractal underneath the candle, so we could be placing an entry order long above this second candle. Now clearly I would not want to place an entry order above this second candle. We've got this big monster move up. That would just not be a good trade to take. We still want to trade within the frameworks of responsible trading. We're looking for the market to pull back and then continue into that trending direction. If that market takes off without us, we're not placing a trade way up here. We're placing the trades down as close to the pullback and bouncing zone as we possibly can. This is a good trade. This is a pretty good trade. This is a bad trade. We're not looking to do this. So a little responsibility when you're taking these trades goes a long way. We're looking for opportunities that are in nice locations using these fractal indicators. All right, so that is the key to using fractals. We want to be trading in the trending direction. You don't want to trade these fractals on their own. In an uptrend, we're looking for the price to move up, make a pullback. We'll get a fractal that appears above the price, 1 candle, 2 candle. We'd be looking for an entry for the market to continue to move up. Also, in that uptrend, we've got that uptrend, market pulls back, moves down. We get the fractal that is created underneath. 1 candle, 2 candle, we could be placing an entry order above that second candle for that market to move up. And this is the heart and soul of trading fractals. They're really not that hard to do. They're quite easy, they're quite straightforward, but you have to have a trending direction if you're going to take advantage of this.